What's up guys, Billy from Scooter Alley doing an unboxing video on the PRODIGY S5s. So we just got a new stock of them in. We have all the colors in stock right now. This one's the bandana, one of my favorite ones. And we're also building a candy model. So when you get your box, your PRODIGY box, which looks like this box right here, in the box there's a manual that tells you how to put it together, an Allen key that you will need, and 2 parts. This piece, which is already set up, big advantage, you don't have to worry about the headsets and your wheels, but we will be doing it piece by piece anyways. In case you guys were ever to work on them, you'll know how it looks inside. So you get this piece, the bottom piece, and your bar. Bar already has the clamp on. It's ready to rock.
What are you talking to?
It's making a video. Don't worry. For the parts on the PRODIGY, you have both your wheels with your bearings already pressed in, which is another advantage for that. That'll save you some hassle. You have what we call your compression system, which will be holding all your parts together. So you got a top cap with the bolt, and you have your shim. That's your IHC compression. Your 2-bolt clamp. Your forks, which is really cool because of the cutout. They can allow it to have a design there and you can see it on your deck. Your headset, which is 2 bearings like this. You have a fork race and a crown race, and then your dust cap on top. You have your candy deck, which has a really sweet finish on it because of the paint. It's showing a couple colors on the camera. And then last part will be your bars. For tools to build a scooter, I use these Allen keys right here. You need 2 of them. You need 2 5mm and a 6mm. But with the 3 tool, you have both on there. This is another look on the candy. This is how it'll look when it comes out of the box with your compression kit already on, your headset installed into the deck, and your forks showing the cutout in the front. So first things first guys, we're going to be putting the headset in the deck. The deck without the headset looks like this. And your bearings, as you can see, they're shaped to fit in the deck. So the part that's rounded off, that has an angle on this side, will be going towards the inside of the deck. So this is just pressed in like that. Same thing on the bottom. And now the bearings are installed in the deck. Not too complicated. Another advantage for the PRODIGYs, some of the headset pieces are built into the forks. So instead of having a fork race like this on the bottom, they make a lip on the fork that replaces that. So that lip, the fork comes right in, sits on the bearing, and you can already feel the spin. And on top, you have your fork race that looks like this, and the parts that are shaped off go towards the inside of the deck. Just like that. After you have your crown race in there, your compression system comes in place. So your shim goes on top of that, and your shim's going to be pushing down on the piece you just put in your headset. The bolt falls on top, falls right inside. So this is what the compression system looks like. After you have it hand tight, you grab your Allen key, slide that right in there. That's a 5mm. And tightening it, you have to find the sweet spot of where you want it. So if you like your headset to be tight, you can always put it a bit tighter than I do. And if you want it to be very loose, you can. But I usually recommend it being more too tight than too loose. Because if you have a loose headset and everything's moving around, you can really defeat some bearings. So when you have your Allen key, you want to tighten it till you start feeling tension, and you want to spin it. If it's not spinning, you have it way too tight. And if it's spinning too freely, you can tighten it more. And the sweet spot you want to find, when you don't have a wheel on the scooter, you want to spin the fork, and it should only do a half turn like this. It shouldn't do more than a half turn. If you have more than a half turn going, it's spinning like a wheel, that's too loose. So this is going to be the spot I'm going to leave it at. It feels really good. And once I have the bars on there with the wheel, the weight's going to make it spin a lot faster. So now you have your dust cap. Your dust cap is to protect the bearing so nothing like water and dust, salt, rocks can get in your scooter. and it's made to fit perfectly on the compression system, just like this. So now my compression system and my bearings are complete, and my deck is. You're going to take your wheel, doesn't matter how you put it in there, as long as you have the bearings already pressed in. Wheel slides in, your 5mm bolt is going to slide in. And if the bolt stops right here like it did to me, one of the tricks to put it in, just spin it in there. And then after, you can see the bolt is in there. And in the other side, I'm going to put the bolt piece. Again, you can hand tighten it till you can't. So now I'm going to use both my 5mm Allen keys to tighten up the wheel. One on each side. And again, you don't want it too tight because your wheel won't be spinning right. Once it starts getting snug, you give it a last tight, you spin the wheel. This is what you're looking for right here. A little bit of resistance, doesn't spin too freely. For the back wheel, it's the same concept. This is just a 2 5mm Allen keys. I'll take the bolt out. Another advantage on the Prodigies, the spacers aren't hard to put in. In reason of, instead of having a spacer on the inside of the deck like all the other decks, this one actually comes in on the outside and has bumpers to stop it. So it's measured to the size of the wheel. You want to take your wheel, have a look how you put the first one. So if I put the first one like this, I'm going to put the back one like that too. Your bolt's going to come in, it's going to line up with the wheel. Tighten that up. So this is what I'm looking for. This wheel spins fine. There's no movement, no play in them. Scooter's going to stay dialed, which is what we're looking for. That's how it looks when it comes out of the box. So this would be if ever you'd have to customize it or you have your own pieces you want to put on. This video might help you. But if you already have just a box with the Prodigy in it, no other modifications, it's going to look like this. So now we're at the building step. Your clamp slides on your bar and it should be loose. If it's tight on there, you have to loosen your bolts because you're going to have a problem putting it on. So these two bolts are loose, this clamp spins freely. Prodigy symbol goes on the front, slides right on there, just like that. Now everything has to line up, so I'm going to give you my trick. I grab the scooter, I flip it upside down, and I put it on the ground. When it's on the ground, I can look down on the wheel and really tell if it's straight. So you can tell it's a little crooked. I'm going to put it down. So all three pieces are straight. The bars, the clamp, and the wheel. I can get to tightening. So you're going to grab your 6mm Allen key. This is where you need the 6. And you're going to tighten your first bolt just enough for it to be a bit tight. And you're going to move to the other bolt. You don't want to get one bolt too tight and then move to the other one. You'll just start stripping and binding your clamp. So once this one is tight, you go back to the first, tighten more, back to the second. Once everything's lined up, the weight of the bar, like I was saying, it's going to make your scooter spin a lot faster than it did. Not sure if you guys can hear that on the camera. Very tight and dialed, nothing's rattling, nothing's loose. Everything's ready to go. Grips and grip tape, there's another video for that. So that's how, if you'd have any modifications to a Prodigy S5, even the S4 models are the same thing, just the S5 have bigger wheels, better bearings, way sicker colors, and the bars are a bit different. They have the holes in the gussets instead of just a full piece. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be making other videos. We have some districts to build, I have some Chris to build, so stay updated, guys. Thanks for watching.